Hello, Nikki here, and welcome to my channel. Another episode living in Ghana, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, this has got a lot of ugly. I have been without lights overnight. They went off, stayed off for a few hours, came back on, and went back off. And I'm still without lights, and it's about 6:30 in the morning now. And I've been without lights since yesterday evening, about 6:30 yesterday evening, when my maintenance man supposed to been coming doing our water, but I never know about a ghost. So anyway, I'm still trying to understand the situation, and I'm trying to understand it's the norm here. And people here are comfortable with it because I guess they was raised with it. But me, I got to have me some lights. Constant. Okay? And I got to have water flow constant. You know, I don't know about nobody else. But I know about me, what I need. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's a lot of things going on. I'm thinking about trying to plan me another trip. Maybe to Kumasi again. Maybe somewhere. I don't know. Might have another situation, same thing, but I have to be comfortable. And then the other thing is the price in here. The other thing, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's issues here that need to be resolved. They want people to come here, but then they want to cater to certain people, and then they want to chop your money at every angle. All these properties, all these places I've been to, trying to look at whatever. You're empty, and the pricing is, if I was gone and live here and wanted to buy something, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. You cater to the outside, but what about your people here? You know, and then everything is overpriced. Overpriced, 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 overpriced. I know you developing. I know you trying to do this and trying to do that. You know, it's like you catering to the millionaires or the high six-figure income people. Everybody ain't in that category, because I'm not in that category. You know, and I'm comfortable where I'm at. I can increase my income, but what I have is taking care of everything and helping me do what I want to do on my scale. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have the bells and whistles like a millionaire or the high six-figure income person, but I still want nice things. I still want, because everything is overpriced anyway. And like y'all see, everything made in China. Well, I worked in retail from 16 to 23 before I went in the military. So all that's a scam. Okay? I have people that worked in the factory. This week we slowing Fruit of Loom tags in. Next week we doing Hanes tag. The same shirt, the same material. So I already know even the outlets in the States, all them original knockoffs. Because if I can get a high price from you, I can get a low price from you, I can get in between from the same company. Like Polo. Okay, Polo and American is same company. Just a different price range, different, you know what I'm saying, name on it, but the same person. Okay? And I learned when I was in Korea, when they was making them Coach bags, them bags for, and I would get on the street, the real ones, like they real, you know what I'm saying, on the streets from the factory for $10, $20 back in the day. And then when I was selling them, you got to have all this paperwork for a Coach bag, but now anybody can have one because they're original knockoffs. Okay, they make a high quality, in between, low quality, all of it. We've been scammed all our life, so China is showing you the truth that I already knew. And I try to tell people, if you're not getting it from the store, the prime location, I told them this long time ago, it is not real. It's a real original knockoff, because they have those too, and then they have the straight street knockoff. But I try to tell them people. But anyway, now I'm rambling. But anywho, let me get back to the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hey. So I'm dealing with this issue. Like I said, when you come here, make sure wherever you stay has solar backup or generator backup if you want to be comfortable. And then the other thing is the water situation. Make sure they ain't lying to you, tell them it's continuous. And make sure whoever the maintenance person is, stay on them like white on rice. I try to be on mine, but he will ghost. You know what I'm saying? He come like a thief in the night because he don't want to deal with me, because me and him already had one run in when he said we needed these pumps that ain't working. And my landlady refused to use somebody else. I guess he's cheap. But it's still costing. It's costing her. It's costing us our sanity. And it's costing us frustration. Even my neighbor suggested somebody else. I suggested, so I gave it 2 people. My neighbor that moved gave it 2 people. My new neighbor suggested somebody, because this man he done found his hustle. Okay? He do his trickery. He done find his hustle. I come and do my chick with my hands, because he ain't use no tools. For a couple of days we have water. Then we got to find him for days and weeks. And then when he come, he's like a thief in the night. Don't nobody see him. So I don't know if he come, but he claimed he come. He got video this last trip. But when was that video shot? They knocked on my door, got somebody co-sign that bullshit lie, because the time that he claimed he would knock, and I was in the kitchen, so I could hear you very well, and my window was open. So tell them lies to somebody else. I'm laughing at the whole situation just to keep calm, keep cool, not to, flip out. And I'm going to find me somewhere to go, something to do, to occupy my time. So hopefully wherever I go, the lights is on and the water's working. And then it's a lot of stuff that need to be discussed. There's a lot of stuff people need to know before they come here. There's a lot of things, like even us, we have the foreign price. You go to some of these places, you got a non-citizen, you got a citizen price, and I'm still trying to figure why my price is triple, double, and then you ain't paying your workers, and then you're not maintaining some of these facilities. So where the money going? For their enjoyment, I guess. I don't know. All I know is it doesn't make sense. I done been traveling, been to other places, and whatever the price is for everybody. Here, they chop your money and don't do what they're supposed to do with it. Okay, because like I said, places I done been to, done toured, they ain't, I know what's maintained though. The churches. But other historical sites falling apart. Especially that lighthouse over there. Whew, that little jail place where somebody was at, you know what I'm saying? But the churches look pretty good. But anyway, who am I? You know what I'm saying? I can't, my complaining ain't gonna solve nothing, ain't gonna fix nothing, because it's been this way, and everybody here is comfortable for them, so hey, it is what it is, So also, when you try to buy some property, do your research, and some people legit ain't legit, say they legit, and then you gotta check out everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna get hustled. And then I'm still trying to figure out all this overpriced, because a Ghana can't afford living here. A Ghanaian cannot, unless he's in a millionaire, 6-figure status, he cannot afford any of these things that y'all building. And then the payment plan. Whew, you want 30%, 70% up front, then you want somebody to make all these payments over 5 years. Impossible unless you 6-figure income or millionaire status. Not an average person, not middle low class like me. Getting low class the longer I'm here. Hey! But the thing about it is, you want people to come here, but everything that you doing is discouraging. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm living in the reality here. I don't know what these other people, but I guess because I'm not on that high income status, I can't see those joys. And even I've been in those areas. I even went to a Google house, you know what I'm saying? But you still got bad roads. So I'm going to pay for this nice house and have to go to bumpity bump. Come on now. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Or on top of that, I got to go add solar to my house. I got to add generator to my house. When all this new technology, I don't see why this is possible. That we still got to go through these changes. And then if If your people can't do it, bring the people that can. Okay? I see the China man doing it. He bringing his people. I see the Lebanese man doing it. He's bringing his people. He has some, the Ghanaian workers, you know what I'm saying? But his people, you know what I'm saying? Bring the people that can do this, you know what I'm saying? It's not that complicated, you know what I'm saying? You spend money on what you want to spend money. You do what you want to do with the money. All governments is like that, like mine. They do what they want to do. But people have a voice. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. But these people just silent on everything. Don't nobody complain because it's the norm. I grew up with no lights. I guess if I have lights, woo. If I don't, woo. So if I have woo, I gotta go dip in the well. I'm not no dipper. I tried, I can't do it, but my boo, you know what I'm saying, the girl downstairs, they do it so easy because it's the norm. But this is the thing, you want people from the outside to come here. You want us to invest here. You want us to, do things, but you still in that mindset, I'm out to get and not get got. I don't watch my brother's back because the difference, it's like nobody is looking out for them. Ain't nobody here their brother's keeper. Everybody have their own agenda, want what they want, and then you want to have these titles, this status, but you ain't doing none of the job. I'm this, I'm that. But when it comes to doing the job, you're not doing the job, okay? And, I really don't understand it. And I'm not going to be here long enough to understand it. But maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years down the line, maybe this place will be where it needs to be. Because other areas are doing it. Like I said, I went to Cofaria. And they got good roads. I know y'all want me to stop talking about this, but if you come here, if you bring your car here, you know what I'm saying? You need to know this. Okay? You need to know this, and you need to make sure you find you a good mechanic where you ain't getting got. They always got these trickeries. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. And know something. Because I know sounds on the car, I know certain things on the car because I had to learn by being, solo all the time and ask questions, when people are working on my car, then I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? Because I went somewhere, somebody didn't change my filter. I said, hold up, wait a minute. I paid for a filter, put my filter in. When they changed my oil, y'all ain't gonna do that trigger on me. That's why I'm looking at you. Certain things, cause I know how to do certain things. And I know what question to ask. And I know, you just have to be smarter and think on your toes and understand what you're dealing with, because you are a foreigner. I'm a foreigner. No matter how they try to make me be part of whatever, I was not born here. I was not raised here. And then a lot of that is mass confusion. You know what I'm saying? Even with this name, Africa, and this ain't the name of the place, but they whatever. We ain't gonna get into that. But if you come here, like my previous videos, I'm gonna keep saying it. Have your money. Have your financial situation solid. Have your money. Have your mental health. Have your solid. Okay? And have, your ability to tolerate, your ability to, have, You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no doubt about it's a peaceful place. It's a beautiful place in places, but you got to deal with this madness every day. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're going out and about. I don't want to be riding and boopity boop, or got to slow down boopity boop. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to I want to be able to have a smooth ride mostly everywhere I go, like when I was in Cofaria. But here in Accra, it's not happening. It's not possible. And then the traffic situation, they need to work on that too. Like I'm from Atlanta. We have traffic too, but we have ways to get off, avoid some of the traffic. Here it seems like everything's a one way. And they need to bring some engineers to work on that, because you got people coming here. You know what I'm saying? I love the way how Charlotte, North Carolina is. I was living there. How, you know what I'm saying? It's got traffic, but it got ways to get around the traffic. Texas got it too, but it's a madness because they got too many loops, and then stuff costs you. But you go in the wrong loops, you know what I'm saying? You got to have the thing. But it's a lot of stuff need to be done, and there's nobody looking at that. If you got people come here, nobody's looking at, we need to find a way with this. You know what I'm saying? Public transportation need to be in advance. They got all these big buses, and they use them for their church events, their special people coming. You need to use these buses for every day. You know what I'm saying? For the transportation, you know, like in Atlanta have MARTA, you know what I'm saying? They had the buses and the train. Then they got the train here for what? I don't know. That's more important than fixing these roads. It's a lot, but who am I? Who am I? You know what I'm saying? I'm here for a short term because I can't stay here unless all these things have been addressed. I want to invest. I'm looking at stuff, and that's another situation. All these people with their professionalism, where is that? I guess I'm not a millionaire, billionaire, or I'm not in the high 6-figure income, so I'm not going to get VIP treatment because my money ain't that long, you know, because I'm still waiting on information, you know what I'm saying? I don't get no call back, you know, I got to almost basically chase you down. But it's a lot. So be prepared for it. And then the other thing is when you're looking for property, make sure these people have a backup solar generator for this light situation. Make sure you can get some guaranteed water, which I don't know. They say is like this place told me 24 this and all. They lied. So just ask the neighbors before you move in that neighborhood. Question everything. Talk to people. Have your people on the ground. If you got some people, because you're gonna need a community, you're gonna need some people here, so you don't get got. And just learn as much as you can about where you're going into, you know, because like I said, it was my intention to stay here. This was just gonna be my, you know, my place where I don't have to be flying back and forth from the States. I was going to be in Ghana, and I was going to use, you know, Ghana, just fly from there to here to there. And I haven't been able to do the trips like that yet. I still got time, but I might be taking me a trip somewhere else. Maybe I need to go to Barbados. I was saying to my friend, Barbados for a week or two or whatever, and, you know, and have that enjoyment somewhere. I don't want to go back to the States yet. I've been thinking about going back for certain things, but I'm waiting on, you know, when. But then I'm thinking about going to other places. But the thing about it is I want to be comfortable here where I'm here. But it's very hard when you got to deal with this every day. Like I said, our lights went out yesterday evening, came back on, then went back out, and they still out. And it is what time it is now. Let me see what time it is now. It is almost 7 o'clock in the morning, and we still have no lights. And I still have no water after 2 days. When I did get water, my boo had to do it for me. And we tried to explain to our landlord how the situation is, but her plumber got his hustle. He do his trickery. So we have water for a few days, then he become a ghost, and then he comes like a thief in the night. So anyway, I'm a clown. But anyway, I'm just trying to be positive in everything about the whole situation. But it is what it is. It's nothing I can do unless the people decide to change, unless the people decide to say enough is enough. Like I said, you got enough minds that can fix this issue, enough new technology where this don't be happening. But who am I? And bring the people on that can do this for you. Like I said, these foreigners here, they got their people. China Mall is taking over, building here, building there, and they got their people on the ground. They hire some, you know, some of the natives, but most of their people, they come. Because they building and they know what they want. You know what I'm saying? Bring the people that can fix these issues.